Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Temi and I share content along the lines of personal development and self-improvement content. Thank you for joining me on this channel again once more. I'm currently doing a live series talking about pertinent topics that's going to help us to level up to our version 2.0 and help us to achieve our own personal goals and objectives. So if this sounds like something that is resonating with you and a few other people that you might know, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share this content because it's going to help other people as well as yourself as well. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how we can practically develop a growth mindset. We're hearing a lot of people right now talking about growth mindset online and just generally on the internet. But how can we actually practically develop one? First one is to actually acknowledge and embrace your weaknesses. So of course no one's perfect and we all have flaws, we all have things, areas that we basically need to work on. And I think that's one of the things that I love about personal development is that there really is no end to how much you can develop and improve yourself. So we all have areas that, different areas that we need to work on, different areas that we need to actually improve, whether that's emotional intelligence, whether that's self-esteem or confidence issues, whether that's finance or communication. I have no idea what that area of weakness might be for you. You probably know the area that you feel that you need to work on. And everyone's areas of weakness differs. So it's about your journey and about doing what is right for you. Basically solving and working on the areas of weakness in your life. Second thing I would say is definitely view challenges as opportunities. One of the things that I found really useful about challenges now, more so now, is that I actually view them as opportunities. Opportunities for growth, opportunities for wisdom, opportunities for learning, and also opportunities for developing myself. And I never used to see them that way before. Before I used to run away from obstacles, from challenges, and from things that felt uncomfortable. And again, I'm not saying that we should run towards things all the time that feel uncomfortable or that are kind of would put us at risk, but I'm just saying that learn to embrace the challenges because that is literally what you need for a growth mindset. A lot of the times we think that we can grow in our comfort zone, and I've been there. I put my hands up. I know. We all want to stay comfortable and grow from there, but actually when I think about it, and when I think about the people that I've spoken to on calls and coaching and just in sessions, a lot of the times we actually grow when we're going through something. We're growing through what we're going through, if that makes sense. I think that in life you actually have to embrace things that are challenging because that is how you're going to actually build a growth mindset. You're actually going to build grit and you're going to build a bit more growth in terms of sticking with it and developing it and changing the neuroplasticity of your brain. And no, I'm not a neuroscientist, but yeah, when we go through different things, our brain actually rewires. And I'm not a neuroscientist. If you want to go and find out more information, there is actually a neuroscientist that I watched on The Diary of a CEO, and he basically was talking about neuroplasticity, which I was actually aware of before I watched that video, but he broke it down for like a good hour. I would definitely say view challenges as opportunities for growth, opportunities for building businesses. The most powerful business, or some of the most powerful businesses, came from rejections, came from no's, came from people saying no, and they still made it through and they still succeeded. So actually develop practically a growth mindset, you have to go through and you have to embrace challenges. Third one would be set learning goals. There's so much to learn. It depends on the area that you want to kind of establish yourself in, or the area that you want to work on. That's going to be the area that you're going to be learning, more information and obviously setting goals in. So when I work with people on a one-to-one basis, I'm looking at the areas where they want to work on or the areas that they want to achieve in, and then we set goals practically to help them and assist them in actually moving forward. And all of that actually takes learning, all of that takes knowledge, all of that takes studying. Fourth one would be embrace the power of yet. You know, a lot of the times we say, oh, I can't do that. Oh, it's not the time. Oh, you know, a lot of the times we might not be able to do something right now. That doesn't mean we won't be able to do it in the future. So we have to embrace the word yet. Like, if you can't do it, just say, yeah, I might not be able to do that quite yet, but it's coming. The time is coming when you will be able to do that. So part of it is challenging some of the way that we see things, some of our perceptions, and some of the things that we actually say. And I will actually maybe do a video about, you know, manifestation and the things that we say, the words that we say, and how that can actually be impacting us, you know, on our journey. The fifth one is to practice resilience. Now this comes, and this links in with number 2, where I said view challenges as opportunities. Some of the powerful strength or resilience, or whatever you want to call it, grit, some of the powerful resilience that you're going to build is going to be through challenges, is going to be through difficulty. Let's say you're a new mum and it's just so difficult juggling motherhood with everything else that you're doing or everything else that you have going on. Again, it's going to take resilience, right? So resilience, practicing resilience is something that I have had to genuinely embrace, because you know, when you start a journey and it's like you can't give up, it's like you have to keep going. So it's like you don't, sometimes you don't have a choice but to build the resilience, you know. I think the more we cultivate that ability to be resilient, the easier things get. Now, I'm not saying that, like, I appreciate that life is not perfect. Like, there are times when, you know, you're just really tired, like, and sometimes you just need to hold your hands up and say, you know what, no, like, not today. But for the most part, to really develop a growth mindset, you need to be resilient. Like, there's no way that you're going to grow in your thinking and in your mind without resilience. The sixth one would be to embrace and encourage criticism. Now, I'm not saying criticism that is unfounded or criticism that is just negative, but actually a lot of the feedback that we get, whether that's in your career or whether that's in your business or whether that's just from, you know, in life, is actually really pertinent and helpful for your journey of growth and for your leveling up journey. A lot of the information that we get is actually feedback on how well we're doing or on things that we actually need to change and improve. And there's absolutely no way that we're going to improve without receiving that feedback. Now, obviously, the way that the feedback comes, you know, it might be packaged subtly and sweetly, or it might come at you with fire, you know. But either way, however it comes, it's about understanding that this is just a piece of feedback. It's just a piece of information, and it's actually going to help me to think about the areas of maybe weakness, or the areas of that I need to grow in, or the areas that could be explored more. So I think that, like, when we think about feedback, it can get we can sometimes personalize it, but actually the more we practice personal development, self-improvement, and the more that we build a growth mindset, feedback or criticism is just feedback. Obviously, sometimes, you know, I mean constructive criticism, not just people just saying willy-nilly stuff. I mean actually constructive criticism. It's actually feedback on areas that you can improve in, and actually it's helping you, you know, it's helping you to see blind spots and areas that you might not be able to see. So actually embrace that. You know, a lot of the times we don't really like feedback because it doesn't always feel nice, let's be real, but actually that's really going to be helpful for your growth in the future. The seventh one is to cultivate like an attitude of learning. One of the things that I love about personal development is that there is so much knowledge. Like, there's so much books, there's so many books, there's so many podcasts, there's so many experts in the field that know what they're talking about and have the expertise and the results to really back them up. And I think that when you start learning about areas, let's say you want to learn how to become more confident, for example, there is so much information in the personal development arena about confidence and self-esteem and etc., that that you have to cultivate an attitude of learning to actually get the knowledge, to actually, embrace the wisdom, embrace the information, and most importantly, put that information to action as well. Last but not least, surround yourself with positive people. Cultivating an atmosphere of just positivity is going to allow you to flourish and bloom and literally be watered like a beautiful plant that you are. Surrounding yourself with positive people is really going to help as well. So we've come to the end of this short fire video. It was just a cute quick fire video about how we can all develop a growth mindset in 2023. Right now, I feel like our mindsets is what's so vital that we have to work on. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share the content, and I'll see you back here on this channel in another video on the life series. Bye.